Best Buy is not renewing its lease at the shops at North Village. That's according to Olivia Bruce.
You're standing in front of Best Buy on an ordinary Tuesday afternoon. The automatic doors slide open, and you step into a world of blue lights, towering displays, and the smell of fresh plastic. Everything gleams. Everything whispers. I'm the latest. I'm premium. You need me. But here's what nobody tells you when you walk through those doors. You've just entered a financial labyrinth designed by people who've spent decades perfecting the art of separating you from your money. And the scariest part? They do it while smiling. Best Buy isn't an electronics retailer in the traditional sense. It's a psychology experiment wrapped in a retail box. Every color choice, every product placement, every employee interaction is part of a carefully orchestrated system designed to make you spend more than you planned. The store itself is the first con. You think you're shopping. Really, you're being guided down a path someone else has already mapped out for you. Let's start with something simple, an HDMI cable. You need one, right? You grab it off the shelf, and the price tag hits you like a plot twist in a movie you thought you understood. $30 for a cable. A simple piece of wire that costs less than a coffee to manufacture. But here's where it gets interesting. That same cable, you can buy it online for under $5, sometimes $2. The markup isn't a pricing strategy. It's highway robbery dressed up in a blue polo shirt. The accessory section at Best Buy operates on a margin structure that would make luxury fashion brands jealous. Industry insiders report margins hitting between 800 and 1,000% on certain items. That's not a typo. An 8 to 10 times markup. Meanwhile, the TV you came to buy. Best Buy might make 200 to 300% on that. The real profit isn't in the big ticket items. It's in the small things you don't think twice about. A $2 cable becomes $30. A $5 laptop sleeve transforms into a $50 protective workstation carrier. They add buzzwords, gold-plated, NASA-grade materials, ultra-shielded. But what you're really paying for is the performance of selling, not actual quality. This is just the appetizer, though. The real feast is happening in a different section of the store, behind model numbers that look almost identical, but aren't quite. Ever notice how that TV you spotted on Amazon has a slightly different model number at Best Buy? Maybe it's one digit off. Maybe the last letter is different. You think it's the same product. It's not. Manufacturers specifically create custom versions of popular electronics exclusively for Best Buy. They'll make a TV that's nearly identical to the Amazon model, but with one fewer HDMI port, a cheaper stand, or a slightly lower refresh rate. Same brand, different SKU, completely different price point. Why do they do this? Price matching. If you can't find the exact same model elsewhere, you can't price match. It's corporate camouflage. It's like if your favorite restaurant added a secret ingredient to their signature burger, renamed it, and told you it's only available there. Now you can't compare prices at the competitor down the street. Best Buy and manufacturers have essentially created a system where price comparison becomes impossible. The psychology is brilliant in its simplicity. You see the brand you recognize. You assume it's the same product, and you don't dig deeper. By the time you get home and realize the specs are slightly downgraded, you've already handed over your money. And here's the twist within the twist. Sometimes the exclusive version is actually worse than the original. But nobody notices because the yellow price tag is screaming a discount that might not even be real. The store layout itself is part of this manipulation. Notice how the affordable items are buried deep in the back, hidden behind mountains of premium gear? You walk in needing a budget TV. But by the time you've navigated past the premium section, with all their flashy displays and bright lights making them look irresistible, you're convinced the slightly nicer model is worth the extra $700. That's not luck. That's store design. They use lighting psychology, music tempo, and strategic placement to keep you in a state of heightened purchasing intention just long enough for your credit card to surrender. But none of this would work without the most powerful weapon in Best Buy's arsenal: your own psychology against you. They understand something fundamental about human behavior. Most people avoid confrontation. Most people feel awkward asking for a better deal. Most people are polite enough to accept the first answer they're given. This is where the price match guarantee enters the chat, looking like a hero. Best Buy will match any competitor's price, the signs proudly announce. Sounds great, except they're counting on the fact that you won't ask. A study found that only about 1/3 of customers ever actually attempt a price match. That means 2/3 of people are literally handing Best Buy free money out of sheer politeness. Think about that for a second. You could save $50, $100, maybe more on your purchase, but you don't ask because you don't want to be that person. That's not a pricing strategy. That's exploiting human decency for profit. And Best Buy knows it. They've built their entire business model around it. Their strategy isn't to win individual price matches. It's to win the majority who never ask. So while you're agonizing over saving $20 on a laptop, they're simultaneously making $200 on the accessories you picked up, the extended warranty they'll push at checkout, and the subscription they're about to pitch you. Everything at Best Buy is a layered profit sandwich. And every layer looks innocent until you add them all up and realize you've spent 3 times what you intended. By the time you're ready to check out, you've already navigated through this gauntlet. But the real game hasn't even started yet. You're standing in line, your items piled on the counter, thinking you've made it through. Then you see them, the blue shirts. Some move slowly, with the confidence of someone who actually knows technology. Others move with a kind of desperate energy, like they're hunting for their next commission. This is where things get genuinely predatory. Best Buy employees aren't primarily incentivized to help you. They're incentivized to sell you things, expensive things. Many operate on a commission-based system that rewards upselling above all else. The more expensive the item you buy, the bigger the bonus they pocket. The more services they attach to your purchase, the more money goes into their pocket. Former employees have admitted this openly. The blue shirt culture runs on upsells. Sell someone an extended warranty? Bonus. Push a protection plan subscription? Bonus. Convince someone to buy a $50 cable instead of a $10 one? You guessed it. Bonus. So when you ask an employee for advice, they're not seeing a customer with genuine needs. They're seeing a sales opportunity. It's like asking a fox which chicken you should buy for dinner. The recommendation won't be based on what's best for you. It'll be based on what generates the highest commission. One former employee even revealed that they were trained with a simple directive: sell services first, knowledge second. Translation: they were taught to prioritize your wallet over your actual needs. National surveys have found Best Buy ranks below average for helpfulness and expertise. Not because everyone who works there is bad, some are genuinely passionate about technology, but because the system is designed to reward selling over serving. About 1 in 4 Best Buy employees are actual tech enthusiasts. The kind of people who build PCs in their spare time and can explain refresh rates better than most YouTube channels. They're rare. They're the unicorns of retail. You can spot them instantly. They ask you questions before making recommendations. What do you use your computer for? Do you game? Do you stream? Do you edit video? They care about fit, not just ticket size. But for every unicorn, there's another employee who will try to sell you an $80 HDMI cable and swear it'll noticeably improve your picture quality. Spoiler alert, it won't. The difference between a $5 cable and an $80 cable is marketing, not engineering. Digital signals are binary. Either the cable works or it doesn't. Once the data gets from point A to point B, an extra $75 doesn't add pixels or improve colors. But they'll tell you it will anyway, because your transaction is how they get paid. If you somehow survive the sales pitch and make it out of the store, thinking you're finally done, you'll circle back eventually with a problem. Your laptop is running slow. Your phone battery is dying faster than it should. Your monitor won't turn on. And that's when you remember Best Buy has a solution: Geek Squad. The name alone sounds elite. Geek Squad. Like a secret team of tech wizards, ready to dive into the digital underworld and resurrect your broken device using forbidden spells. Reality tells a different story. It's less Hogwarts and more like a high school group project run by people who watched a YouTube tutorial the night before. Here's what actually happens when you bring your device to Geek Squad. First, they hit you with a diagnosis fee, $50. That's before they touch your device, before they run any tests, before they do literally anything. You're paying $50 for them to plug in your laptop and tell you, yep, it's broken. That single fee alone brings Best Buy over $100 million annually. It's like going to a doctor, paying the full fee, and then being told to drink water and come back later. You're not paying for expertise. You're paying for the privilege of them looking at your device. Then comes the actual repair. A basic software cleanup, which often consists of running free tools you could download yourself in 5 minutes, costs $150 or more. Do the math. That's roughly $450 per hour. Lawyers charge less, dentists charge less. Yet you're paying for someone to run CC Leaner, which is literally free software available to everyone online. Many Geek Squad diagnostic tools are just repackaged versions of common programs anyone can access. You're not paying for advanced technology. You're paying for the impression that you're getting expert help. The results speak for themselves. A Consumer Reports survey found that nearly 40% of Geek Squad customers reported their issue wasn't even fixed on the first visit. That's almost double the failure rate of independent local repair shops. Why the difference? Because not all Geek Squad employees are trained technicians. Some are professionals who genuinely know their craft. Others were selling phone cases last month and learned troubleshooting from a YouTube video the night before your appointment. One former Geek Squad member admitted they were literally instructed to Google the customer's problem while the customer waited. No internal database, no expertise, just live searching the problem right in front of you while you paid them $50 just to show up. Of course, there are exceptions. Some Geek Squad agents are excellent, patient, detail-oriented, and genuinely helpful. But that's the problem. It's a gamble. You never know which version you'll get. It's like roulette. Except your hard drive is the chip and Best Buy owns the casino. Bring your device in with a straightforward software issue, and they might recommend a full system tune-up, which is code for running a cleanup tool and restarting your device, then charging you more than your monthly internet bill. To be fair, Geek Squad does offer convenience. If you're tech-averse and stressed about your broken device, they'll handle it. But that convenience comes at a premium. Local repair shops charge 30 to 40% less for the exact same service, and they'll probably offer you coffee while they work. Geek Squad isn't a team of tech superheroes riding in to save the day. It's a franchise built on one simple truth: people panic when their screens go black. Best Buy has monetized that panic into a business unit that generates billions in revenue annually. But even Geek Squad is just one layer of the manipulation. The real masterpiece comes at checkout, after you've survived the overpriced cables, the commission-driven sales pitches, and the Geek Squad fees you thankfully avoided. That's when they ask the question designed to haunt your shopping experience. Would you like to protect your purchase today? Extended warranties, officially called Geek Squad protection plans, sound like peace of mind in a box. Read the fine print, and you'll realize it's more like paying for a parachute that doesn't deploy when you need it. Best Buy sells millions of these plans, with profit margins hitting 70 to 80%. That's higher than almost anything else they sell. Why? Because they cost them almost nothing to provide, and they almost never pay out. Here's the math. Buy a $400 laptop, and they'll offer an $80 or 2-year protection plan. Seems reasonable until you realize fewer than 20% of customers ever make a claim. When they do, most get denied. Drop your device. Accidental damage, not covered unless you paid extra. Power surge, active nature, not covered. Overheating, normal wear and tear. Screen burn, not covered. The fine print is basically a masterclass in saying yes while meaning no. A study by Consumer World found that 65% of people who purchased these plans didn't even understand what was actually covered. The contracts are written in legal gibberish specifically designed to sound reassuring while hiding loopholes big enough to drive a Geek Squad van through. And the timing is the real kicker. These plans typically start after the manufacturer's warranty expires. But here's the thing. Most electronics fail either right when you get them, within the first month when you're still covered by the manufacturer, or years later when the protection plan is long gone. A Stanford study found that only 13% of product failures happen during the sweet middle window, where an extended warranty actually applies. Translation: you're buying a safety net for a circus act that already finished 3 years ago. So why does Best Buy push these plans with such intensity? Pure profit. Their warranty department isn't a customer service division. It's a cash cow. The sales pitch is always identical. They'll hit you with worst-case scenarios. What if your TV dies next week? What if lightning strikes during a storm and fries your laptop? What if your kid spills juice on your phone? They never mention that statistically, the odds of those specific things happening during the coverage window are slimmer than winning a raffle. But fear is more powerful than statistics. Nobody wants to be the unlucky one. That fear has made Best Buy billions. But here's what most people don't realize. The protection plans are just one more layer in an illusion built on pricing manipulation that starts the moment you enter the store. Look at those bright yellow price tags screaming, was $799, now $599. Industry reports have found that nearly half of these sales are just regular prices recycled with fake markdowns. That original price? It often never existed. It was invented purely for the sign. It's like saying your $10 sandwich used to cost $25, so now it's a bargain. This strategy is called price anchoring, and it works because human brains are wired to respond to comparisons. Best Buy inflates the imaginary original price so that the discount looks irresistible. You're not saving $200. You're paying exactly what they intended all along. The original number is just fiction designed to make you feel like you're winning. And those only at Best Buy exclusive models? Don't even get me started. They sound special. In reality, they're just slightly altered versions designed so you can't compare prices anywhere else. Maybe the TV has one fewer HDMI port. Maybe the monitor lacks a display port. Maybe the fridge has a smaller water filter. The specs are intentionally different, which destroys price matching completely. It's like selling the same car with a different color seatbelt and calling it exclusive. You can't compare it to the identical model at Costco because technically it's not identical. It's the same product with a strategic downgrade built in specifically to prevent you from finding a better price. Then the holidays arrive, and Best Buy pulls out their biggest illusion: Black Friday and Cyber Monday doorbusters. Those deals are insanely good, right? Wrong. Many of those products are literally manufactured just for those sales. Cheaper components, lower specs, but the same brand name on the box. A study found that 62% of Black Friday electronics were downgraded versions created specifically for the holiday season. That amazing deal on a 65-inch TV, it might be a version that never existed before and probably shouldn't have. It's like dating app photos. What you see isn't what you get. The product looks right from the outside, but the internals are stripped down specifically to hit that price point. And when you think you've finally navigated all the traps, the cables, the fake discounts, the warranty schemes, Best Buy pulls out their newest weapon: subscriptions. Meet Totaltech, Best Buy's $200 per year subscription that promises the world and delivers something else entirely. For $200 annually, they promise exclusive perks like free tech support, extended warranties, and member-only deals. Sounds fantastic until you do the math. That's $16.66 per month for tech support. You could get cheaper elsewhere. The extended warranties? They vanish the moment you cancel your membership. Stop paying, and your coverage evaporates faster than a new iPhone's battery. It's the warranty version of hostage taking, and Best Buy knows exactly what they're doing. Internal leaks have revealed that Best Buy managers actually face penalties if their team doesn't meet Totaltech sign-up quotas. That's why the cashier's pitch sounds so desperate, almost frantic. They'll push it on everyone, regardless of what you're buying. Grabbing a pack of batteries? Here's a Totaltech membership pitch. Buying a single USB cable? Another membership pitch. It's relentless because their job security depends on it. Here's the kicker. Industry data shows that 75% of Totaltech profits come from people who barely use the service but forget to cancel. That's not a bug in the business model. That's the entire business model. Subscription inertia. People sign up, forget about it, and keep getting charged. Best Buy doesn't make most of its subscription money from satisfied customers actively using benefits. They make it from people who simply forgot they were paying for it. So what is Totaltech really? It's a loyalty program disguised as protection, wrapped in marketing and tied to a monthly bill. It's the promise of peace of mind for a price that never stops charging. It's the culmination of everything Best Buy has perfected over decades, making you feel like you're making smart decisions while systematically extracting every dollar possible. Here's the bottom line. Best Buy isn't a tech paradise. It's not even primarily a retailer of electronics. It's a psychological maze designed to make you feel smart while you systematically overspend. Every element works together in orchestrated harmony. The $30 cables that cost $2 to make. The exclusive model numbers designed to block price matching. The warranties that protect everything except your wallet. The subscription that charges you to forget you're paying. The employee commissions that turn helpful staff into salespeople. The Geek Squad fees that monetize panic. Every single component is designed with one goal: extracting more money. But now you know the playbook. You understand how they steer you through the store with strategic lighting and placement. You know how they exploit your politeness to avoid asking for price matches. You recognize the commission-driven incentives behind every product recommendation. You understand the timing trap in protection plans, the fiction in price anchoring, and the genius in subscription inertia. You see the whole system now. So next time you walk through those blue doors, walk in with your eyes wide open. Know exactly what you need before you enter. Bring your phone and fact-check prices on the spot. Ask for price matches without hesitation. Ignore the scared employee in the blue shirt trying to justify their commission. Skip the extended warranties. Pass on the Totaltech membership. Buy what you genuinely need and nothing more. Keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket, not cycling through Best Buy's profit machine.